aí, fala galera, de volta aqui em Kingdom Come. Tenho que aprender melhor inglês, meu irmão. Enfim, bora voltando aqui, continuando com a história do menino Henry. E bora lá, falou pra falar com Sir Hardcover. Acho que é assim que fala o nome dele. Ou eu errei? Eu errei? É lá em cima. Beleza, tá bom, tá tranquilo. Sai da minha frente, rapaz. Eu estou ocupado.
My lord, I'm afraid you were right when you said these hostilities wouldn't end at Probislavitz.
That comes as no surprise.
What has happened?
My men reported 2 more attacks today.
Ah, Henry. I'm glad you're here. It seems like we'll have another task for you. Come and join us.
My lord.
Greetings, lad.
The bandits raided a few remote hamlets, but that's the least of our worries.
Ver o Henry nessa armadura é bonito demais.
That's a much more serious matter.
Ó, brilha.
Meroyed.
Me desconcentra.
Matthias is working there.
They attacked right after the battle in Probislavitz. Bastards are probably trying to prove they're still strong. But there's a silver lining. The villagers held them off, and they even took one captive. He's wounded, but we can still interrogate him.
Your Graces, I hope I'm not intruding.
On the contrary, Master Tobias. Unlike Bernard, you are the bearer of good tidings. Or so I gather from the coin you carry. Tell me, how many groschen did we find in Probislavitz?
My lord, I'm sorry, but my news is no better than Captain Bernard's. These coins are very good. That is to say, well-made facsimiles, as we call them.
What? I don't give a fuck what you call them. I want to know what they're fucking worth.
That's just it, sir. They're worth nothing.
You saying what I think you're saying, Master Tobias? This here
Is just a pile of copper.
Curva! Fuck!
Plated with silver, so it's still of some worth.
Curva! Fuck!
Is it a lot of work to make such counterfeits, Master Tobias?
I should say so, sir. Highly demanding work. Especially to make such plausible forgeries. They would need a well-hidden foundry, several craftsmen, and a source of material.
But they could just be brought in from somewhere else, could they not?
Well, they could, but then again, the silver mines are nearby, and these groschen seem freshly minted, so...
So we are facing a foe who has almost limitless sources of coin. That's all we need.
Doppeldeller.
Well, gentlemen, it's clear what we have to do. Interrogate that captive bandit, find out their numbers, and promptly cut off their supply of money. Otherwise, they'll soon have another encampment.
If they haven't already.
I doubt it, sir. Merhayed wouldn't have been able to hold them off if they did.
Well, lad, I said we'd have work for you, but it never crossed my mind there would be this much. You've already proved your worth as an investigator, so I'm putting my faith in you again. Go to Merhayed and question that captive. Find out where those brigands are hiding, how many there are, and what they're planning. And while you're at it, see if you can find some clues as to where this counterfeit coin is coming from.
Very well, sir.
Good luck. We're counting on you. All of us. Come report to me as soon as you know anything. I'll be at the lookout point near Talmberg.
Entendi. Mas calma aí. Uma coisa que eu esqueci de fazer foi voltar lá pra saquear, né? Devia ter feito isso, eu esqueci geral. Às vezes sobra alguns lá pro cara saquear. Bora lá pra fazer o quê? Interrogue o... Beleza. Eu vou Vou normal, não vou fazer a viagem rápida não, porque passa menos tempo do dia, tá ligado? Então eu vou cortar aqui. Quer dizer, deixa eu ver, calma aí. Deixa eu ver uma coisa, tô com 2k. Tô pensando em comprar um cavalo. Deixar aqui o pobre Seixos. Pegar um cavalo mais rápido. É isso, eu vou ver aí quanto é que tá o preço dos cavalos. E já volto aqui. Opa, estamos de volta aqui. Estamos chegando aqui na cidade que é da missão aqui. E eu resolvi. Como a cidade aqui, eu resolvi não comprar o cavalo. E tô vindo aqui e parece que, ó, aconteceu alguma coisa por aqui, né?
Não me diga!
Tem um incêndio. O que houve aqui? Ô, louco. Porra, só porque eu ia comprar cavalo aqui, mataram os cavalos tudo. Será que foram os mesmos caras que atacaram aqui? Eu não sei. Tá pegando fogo ali ainda. Cadê a galera dessa cidade também? Ô, louco. O que é que é? Parar aqui pra pedir uma informação. Porra, inútil. Parece que chegamos meio tarde.
I'll be with you.
What's happened here?
Things are bad. Very bad. First we get attacked by them brigands. Barely come out of that alive, and now the plague.
Plague, you say?
Indeed so. Something's up with the village. Even the livestock are dying. It's a gruesome sight.
Realmente. Quem
Who
atacou?
attacked you?
I don't know. Some bandits. Ever since Skalitz was raised, they've been marauding the whole province.
É. O caos.
I'd like to talk to Straw.
I see. Well, if you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, you'll see Straw's house on the right.
Entendi tudo. Só que não.
I'm looking for Matthias. He works as a stable hand at the stud farm.
Matthias? The brigands got him, poor lad.
Ih,
He's lying wounded at the stud.
Tell me more about this plague. It sounds terrible.
Worse than you can imagine. The whole stud. Livestock, sheep, chickens. All dead or dying.
pô, eu ia comprar um
No
cavalo
doubt the
aqui, pô,
people will be
sacanagem. Tá
Melikah's
bom,
old
tá bom.
woman's taken
Parar
to
de
her
pensar no
bed,
cavalo.
and it doesn't look good.
Isso é insensível.
Straw's wife and brother, oh, more and more.
I'm sorry to hear it. Did you put up a fight?
We most certainly did. Once Melikar heard young Straw shouting to the hills, he handed everyone a pitchfork or a flail, and we ambushed the bastards.
Good on you. How did it turn out?
We gave them what for until they turned tail and ran. But they cut up young Straw. Something awful. He didn't live to see morning.
Ô, louco. Então
I
o
heard the
Shaw morreu.
bandits didn't get very far here, though.
Luckily, young Straw saw them still over by the cross and woke the whole village. We even captured one. He's tied up now at Melikar's place. But then the disease came.
Who are Melikar and Straw?
That's right. You're not from round here, are you? Melikar's the one looking after things round here
O
now.
prefeito.
Before that, it was down to Smill from the Noyoff Stud. But they killed him that time they raided the place. And young Straw is the son of Andrew, a local woodcutter. Or was, I should say. The bandits saw to that. The old man isn't taking it well.
Where will I find Melikar?
If you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, Melikar's is the house on the left.
Beleza.
Thanks.
Acho que isso é
That'll be
tudo
all
aí.
for now.
Good luck to you.
Diferente de uns guarda aí que não serve pra nada. Pelo visto nem pra proteger a vila serve. Já o fazendeiro aqui ajudou bastante. Não é aqui?
Hal? You're a sight for sore eyes. What are you doing here?
It's good to see you too, Matthias. Sir Radzig sent me here to investigate the raid.
Sir Radzig? Looks like you've come up in the world, mate. You're here as his envoy?
He took me into his garrison.
Hal, the blacksmith's boy, in the service of his lordship. Who'd have ever thought it? My luck hasn't been so good.
É. Pelo menos eu não lembro desse cara. Era amigo dele? Não lembro.
You survived. That's something to thank God for.
True enough. If I were in your shoes, I'd get the hell out of here. There's some disease spreading.
Disease?
Folk are saying it's the plague. Whatever it is, it's bad. It started the day after the raid. First the horses got sick, then other animals, and now people are falling ill too.
Provavelmente envenenaram, né? Ou não?
Tell me about the raid.
What do you want to know?
I hear one of the raiders was taken captive. I'd like to question him.
Aye, old Melikar let him have it over the head with a flail, and now he's locked up in the barn. But be careful.
Why's that?
That fucker killed young Straw, and his old man's sharpening his sickle for him. Melikar still hasn't decided what to do with him.
I can tell you what he'll do with him. He'll hand him over to Sir Radzig's envoy. Me.
I doubt Melikar will let him go willingly. The folk here are baying for blood. Lives have been lost. First the raid, and now this plague. God knows what
Pode
they'll do.
culpar, né? Não dá pra culpar, né? Mas eu preciso do cara pra ele me dar informação aí pra resolver o problema geral de todo mundo e não só o individual aqui, né?
Can you describe the raiders?
I don't know. They came at dusk, so you couldn't see their faces. About 20 of them. They weren't humans, though. They spoke Czech.
You talked to them?
No. They were shouting at us. They were very sure of themselves to begin with, but when we hit them in the woods, they didn't look so brave.
I hear one of the raiders was taken captive. I'd like to question...
Aye, old Melikar let him have...
Why's that?
De novo isso.
Fucker.
I understand Old Straw wants revenge.
Good luck, then.
I know you've got courage enough for any man, but how did a bunch of untrained villagers manage to hold off armed bandits?
One of the village lads caught sight of them coming through the woods and told Melikar, who roused the whole village, and everyone grabbed what they could. Pitchforks, axes, flails, and we went out to face them.
What? You mounted an assault against them?
Aye, and that was the key. It was the last thing those whoresons expected. A few of them still managed to break through to the village, probably wanted to torch it. But even the women here were armed with what they could find, and they took the bastards by surprise.
Boa, bom demais, gente.
Can I ask you a bit about Merhoyed?
I haven't been here long enough to learn much, but ask away.
Can you tell me something about Old Straw?
He's a woodcutter, tough as they come and a hothead. He's been out of his mind since his boy died.
É bom saber pouco de informação aqui dele.
Depends how you
Pra
look
ver
at it.
se
Folk are afraid he'll snap or drink himself to death.
eu
What's
consigo
worse,
persuadir,
his
né?
wife caught the sickness, and he's not taking care of her.
Where can I find this straw?
When you take the main gate out of the stables, you'll see 2 cottages outside. Straw lives in the right-hand one.
Deixa eu ver. Acho que tá bom. Não, cara, que falta de consideração. Agora não dá pra falar mais com o Matias. Ô, louco, o Matias morreu? Tá meio estranho. Pelo nome dele, não nome de sobrevivente, não. Eu acho que eu nem precisei cortar, porque eu acho que deve ser aqui.
God be with you.
I need to talk to that captive.
Sorry, no one's allowed inside. Melikar's orders.
Que Melikar, o quê, rapaz? Quem manda aqui sou eu.
But I'm Sir Radzig Cobbler's envoy, and I urgently need to question the captive.
I don't care if you're the Pope's envoy. I can't let you in. If you want to talk to the captive, you have to get permission from Melikar. May the Lord watch over you.
Beleza, então. Cadê o maledito? Ah, eu aqui procurando e tu dando uma voltinha na cidade, né?
Are you Melikar?
Aye, that's me.
I need to speak with the prisoner.
And why is that? Who might you be?
Henry, envoy of Sir Radzig Cobbler. I'm here to investigate the attack.
I'm sorry. I have other things on my mind right now. In case you hadn't noticed, we have pestilence raging here. And Sir Radzig won't help us with that. Any more than he helped us when we were attacked.
No news has reached Ratai of any disease here. But I'm here now, and I can help you.
Well, since you serve Sir Radzig, you might be of some use. If anyone can be.
Tell me what to do.
Tô já mudando
There's a
aqui.
stable hand living with us here, Matthias.
Yes, I know him.
And he knows some girl who helps out in the monastery infirmary. Johanka, I think her name is. She might know someone to turn to, if she's actually there.
It might have crossed your mind to send someone there sooner.
People are barely venturing outside their own homes, they're so scared. And word has got around that the plague is raging here. If someone met us wandering about, well, I'd fear the worst. And besides, you're the envoy of Sir Radzig Cobbler himself. Your word will carry more weight in the monastery than some lowly peasants.
Não sei não, hein? E aí? Ah, mas eu quero resolver logo isso aqui. Vamos, fica... Vai ser uma mola do caralho. Meu amigo, eu vou lá. Agora se eu voltar aqui...
Very well. I'll go to the
E
monastery.
o prisioneiro tiver
Probably
morto,
our
meu
best
irmão,
hope.
a cabeça
Thank you.
do Milaka
At
vai
least for
rolar.
taking the trouble. But then, even if you cared nothing for us, the prisoner's got the pestilence too. He'll die without help.
If I have to go to the monastery, I need to know as much as possible about the disease. I'll definitely need to know its symptoms. They're bound to ask me that.
It's hard to say. My wife is feverish. Others have the chills. I heard some are throwing up. Others still are breaking out in sores. But why don't you see for yourself? People talk a lot and I don't know what to believe anymore.
Very well. I'll make the rounds.
I've daubed lime on the afflicted houses. But don't stay too long in those homes.
That I can promise you.
Good luck to you.
E aí, o cara tá com peste.
You're not allowed inside. If you want to go in, talk to Melikar.
Talvez eu não consiga chegar a tempo aqui pra interrogar, tá ligado? Aí tá de sacanagem. Eu já falei com bastante gente aqui, pô. Eu já vi que esse cara vai morrer antes de eu chegar na Johanka, velho. Não tem como não. Ainda preciso convencer ela a vir aqui, tá ligado? Pra curar ela. Mas promessa é dívida, né? Enfim, quando eu voltar lá pra cidade, quando eu chegar lá na cidade, eu volto aí. Chegamos aqui no mosteiro. Calma aí.
Just for a while, he said. Help your neighbors, he says.
But I need more for them.
We can supply you with a few more blankets, but not many.
Look at them. Look at the state they're in.
I know the wounded need caring for.
One of them dragged
Sorte,
himself in here with broken ribs, and
Contei
now he's
logo a
going to die
Johanka
from
logo de
pneumonia
cara
and
aqui.
starvation.
Look, we're doing the best we can, and this kind of attitude isn't helping. I bid you a good day.
Demorando mais do que o normal.
Johanka?
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Me too. I heard that you're doing well.
Not right now. Matthias sent me.
Matthias? My God, did something happen?
I don't know if you've heard about it, but Merhoyed was attacked.
Oh God. How is Matthias?
Wounded in the arm. He's being brave about it, but his injury looks bad.
I need to see him.
Oh,
Before you go, there's something else.
What?
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhoyed. Their livestock has died off, and now the people are coming down with it too. I thought maybe someone here might know what to do.
Merciful heavens. How awful. It's a good thing you've come here. If there's any hope, this is the place to find it. You need Brother Nicodemus, the monastery physician. He may know how to deal with it.
Very well, I'll try to find him.
Come back when you know more.
Thank you, Johanka.
Ah, não vai lá, não? Fala com Johanka. Irmão Nicodemos. Ah, não. Trocadilho chegou na ponta da língua, mas eu não quis soltar.
And who are you?
Brother Elias.
What do you do here?
What I can. I'm just trying to help the Skalitz locals as much as I can.
Do you know anything about healing?
A little. I can manage the basics, but without Brother Nicodemus, I'd never be able to deal with the more difficult cases.
Ah, vamos logo aqui o que interessa ali pro irmão Nicodemus.
Farewell.
Agora armar o...
Can I take a look inside the monastery?
What's got into you, boy? The grounds inside the monastery belong to the monks of the Order of Saint Benedict. No others shall pass.
Beleza. Como é que eu vou falar com esse Nicodemus? Nossa, aqui tá feio. Aqui o irmão Elias, não vamos pisar em ninguém aqui. Importante. Aqui. Tava na...
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhoyed. Johanka said that you might be able to advise.
A disease, you say? How intriguing.
Yes, it's very interesting, but can you help these people?
I can't say at this point. I need to find out a little more. Tell me, has the whole village come down with it?
No, I mean, not yet. Several households have, around half the village.
Merhoyed? Isn't there a stud farm there? And what of the animals? Did they get infected too?
Yes, there's a stud farm. And they've all died off. The horses, the cattle, chickens, and now it's got to the people.
That is most intriguing. What are we to do about it? Do you know the symptoms?
Calculista mesmo. Todo mundo morreu, o gado morreu. Olha que grande. Que interessante.
No, I've no idea.
My good fellow, we won't get far without that. If I don't know the symptoms, I can hardly fathom what's wrong, can I? Let alone suggest a cure.
Right. So I'll go back and find out.
But hurry, time is of the essence. In the meantime, I'll make ready the ingredients all potions are based around.
Good luck to you.
Eu acho que eu sei aqui.
Do you know the symptoms?
Yes, more or less.
Excellent. I have several extensive volumes here in the library. Describe the epidemic, including the symptoms, and we could take some guidance there. Can you read?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. So follow me to the scriptorium.
Ih, rapaz.
So, where shall we start?
Evidently there's something amiss in the digestive tract.
In the what?
The digestive tract, Henry.
Right.
The trouble lies between the mouth and the arsehole.
Uh-huh. Sure. Just so.
We can rule nothing out at this stage. You look in the Breviarum de Sickness Causa. It's a renowned manuscript from Salerno, written by one Johann of St. Paul.
But I don't know Latin.
Fortunately for you, our brother librarian is translating these momentous medical works into the common tongue, so you can still be of use. Study the breviary carefully, and compare the symptoms with the recorded cases. That will guide us. I'll try the proven classics, Avicenna and his Canon Medicinae, and Galen's magnum opus, the Ars Medicinalis.
God be with you.
10.000 anos depois. Remédios para verrugas. Banha de cabra, meu irmão. É, né? Tá bom. Tô usando esse os pligais, não sei o que. Você, né, derramando. Também que as pulgas morrerão. E verrugas. Pegar jovens dente de leão. Pelo menos é dente de leão. Não é o que eu estou a procurar. Desencausum. É meio estranho. Não sei se está mal traduzido, se é a junção de tudo, que o português. Desequilíbrio e leva a doença até a morte. Eita, eu acho que tá... Eu acho que é isso aqui, né? Como reconhecer doenças por meio de rumores difusos. Sabe-se que o corpo de um homem é composto de 4 runs, sagnus, biela amarela, biela negra e feluma. Tá bom. Se estes estão em equilíbrio, a pessoa é saudável. Mas se houver um excesso de isso inundará o corpo e perturba o equilíbrio e leva a doença até a morte, beleza? O excesso de muco também pode levar... Beleza. Depois de alguns dias, vamos resumir tudo. Infecções. A peste é causada pela flutuação de... Muitas vezes, beleza. Isso é coisa das antigas mesmo, como que eles achavam que eram as coisas. Podem estar Bills pode levar desinteria. O vômito.
Good day. What do you want?
You're from Melikar's...
Yes.
I need to talk to the captive.
Oh, no. Melikar forbade...
You don't have to let me in. You might just forget to lock the door.
Why would I forget to lock the door?
Well, you might find some groschen lying on the ground. That can make a person forget things.
Oh, I see. And how many groschen might be lying on the ground?
Tá bom, 15.
It'll stay just between the two of us?
You can be sure of it.
Eu tava aqui investigando, aí apareceu aí a oportunidade, né? Ocasião faz o ladrão. Que merda de ditado.
You're not allowed inside. If you want to go in, talk to Melikar.
Beleza. Agora eu vou ter que molhar a mão do vigia também.
I need to talk to that captive.
You again. I told you, no one gets inside. Good luck to you.
Parece que o vigia é irredutível. E como é que eu faço pra entrar ali? Calma aí. Vai meter essa na cara dura assim. Tirar tudo aqui, ficar levinho aqui, ó. Se eu entrar aqui, o que será que acontece? Tava disfarçando aí, subiando.
You're not allowed inside. If you want to go in, talk to Melikar.
Não, tô aqui olhando, tô nas palhas aqui, pô. Bonita aqui essa cerquinha bem feita, viu? Quero no contato depois aqui do construtor, do carpinteiro.
You're not allowed inside. If you want to go in, talk to Melikar.
Só sabe falar isso. Deixa eu abrir aqui. Pá, abri, ó. Opa, abriu, ó. Calma aí, vice.
Hey, you! What are you doing? Fuck off before I lose my temper.
It looks like he's caught that sickness.
Oh,
what are you gonna do?
I've had enough.
If he dies, I'll be right back where I started.
Death? Hey, you! Don't move a muscle. Surrender!
Tá bom.
You've committed a crime and I'm arresting.
Tô cometendo um crime? Tá bom, vem. Quer vir? Então vem. Já que chegou a esse ponto aqui,
My patience is running out.
não vou me entregar não, vem. Dá o primeiro golpe aí.
Right, the fun's over.
Vai, vem.
Fucker.
Pode.
Mama.
Vai, se tu acha que consegue, vai. É, né? Podia ter ficado aí de boa, mas...
Jesus, he's sick too.
Mama.
I'll have to try and keep him alive. Jesus, he's sick too. I'll have to try and keep him alive.
Vou dar uma olhada aqui. Quanta chave da porta. Chave do tronco. Acho que tem duas, né? Ele tá morto mesmo, acho que não vai sentir falta não, né?
I think I have it.
Yes? And what do you make
Vamos
of
ver
it?
se dá certo aqui. Rapaz, eu acho que foi envenenamento da água, porque o gado morreu todo, tá ligado? E a galera tá com...
It's poisoning from tainted water.
Really? That sounds rather unlikely. But if Master Johann of St. Paul's says so, who am I
Será
to
que eu acertei?
contradict him? We shall have to prepare some medicine at once.
E eu não sabia, essa aqui eu... Como eu falei, eu já joguei esse jogo, mas essa parte eu não tinha... Eu só fui até enfrentar lá o gigante lá. Essa parte aqui eu não sabia, não.
I could help with that.
Really?
Yes. I know my way around the alchemistic arts.
An ordinary fellow who knows the arts of physic? Who would have thought it? Excellent. I'll give you the recipe. And you have my permission to make use of the monastery laboratory.
I'll get started right away.
I, meanwhile, shall head straight to, where was it again?
Merhoyed.
Oh, yes, Merhoyed. I'll take Johanka with me. She has no equal in caring for the sick. Once you have the medication ready, hurry after me.
Thank you, Brother Nicodemus. There's one man there who needs your care more urgently than anyone. He's an important witness in the investigation of some murders.
Out of the question. I shall spend time with the sick in order of their medical needs, not your worldly needs.
Would you teach me more about alchemy?
Certainly.
Estamos aqui. Eu acho que eu sou principiante, né?
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Beleza, quanto é que vai lá? Dá uma
Isn't that quite a
pechinchada.
lot?
Falei que eu ia cuidar, né? Então vou ter que
We
aprender
agreed?
agora na marra.
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
55 tá bom.
Agreed. Now listen up.
Calma aí.
Would you teach me more about alchemy?
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
Wouldn't you rather learn the basics first?
É.
Well, I'll think it over.
Good luck to you.
Pelo menos ser alguma coisa agora. Pelo amor de Deus. Kim, salvar seu jogo. Não.
I can't sleep again.
Receita de porção de cura que deve curar os aldeões de... É esse mesmo que eu quero. Prepare água limpa, um punhado de valeriana, 2 cardos. Vou tirar uma foto aqui disso aqui porque aê, porra, achei a valeriana, meu irmão. Uma já foi. Pra quem quiser saber onde é que tá a valeriana, tá aqui, ó. Eu achei aqui, ó, nesse... Tem bastante aqui até. Ó, é por aqui, viu? Pega essa estradinha aqui, vem pra cá e tem aqui, ó, pá. Se brincar tem de monte, serva aqui. Eu que não tinha achado antes. Mas já que estamos aqui, vamos catar um bocado. Opa! Achei o cardo também, eu acho que é cardo? Enfim, achei por aqui. Eu acho que era cardo, né, o nome? Cadê? Deixa eu ver. Aquilo ali é um acampamento. Não sei se eu vou lá ou não vou. Bora lá. Talvez seja uma péssima ideia. Vou chamar o cavalo aqui.
Who's there? What have we got here?
Já foi.
What's going on there?
Well, I never. The pig turns up willingly for the slaughter.
Hey, who's there?
Come here,
Dois. Bandido. Oh, vai ficar aí dentro, vai ficar aí nessa maldade. É. Exterminei aqui os bandidos. Agora é só alegria, só alegria. Tá bom. Cadê o cara que tava com a armadura? Bom, vou pegar esse capacete aqui por enquanto. Acho que eu vou até usar, já que eu não tô usando o meu. Ninguém. Oxê. Tá muito doido? Toma espetada, toma. É a picultura, pô. acupuntura, né?
Who's there?
Sua morte. Isso mesmo, corra mesmo. Corra mesmo. Um homem sábio. Cadê meu cavalo?
I won't get any sleep. I just won't get any sleep. Please, help me. Quiet! Please, help me.
Eu acho que é pegando esse frasquinho aqui. Olha isso. Eu tenho que pegar o frasquinho ali mesmo. Será que fez? É. Finalmente. Tomar um remédio? Não, mas calma aí, que eu vou fazer mais 2 aí. Voltamos aqui com... Vamos aqui logo com um prisioneiro, tipo, a prioridade, tá ligado?
Now let's wait and see what happens.
Espero pra ver se o...
The agony.
É bom que ele já vira... o experimento.
Oh, sweet Mary, Mother of God. I can't bear the pain.
Eu acho que tá dando muito certo, não.
Oh, sweet Mary, Mother of God. I can't bear the pain.
Esperar pra ver se funciona, não sei. Bem, mas tipo... Que remédio contra intoxicação vai fazer mal, pô, agora?
So
Como é que
here I
estão
am.
as coisas
How are
aí?
things looking?
It doesn't look good at all, my boy. Do you have the potion?
Yes, here it is.
Aqui tá.
I'll take 4 doses, you take the rest, and let's split up. I'll see to the Straw family while you deal with Melikar's wife and the rest. They wouldn't let me go near that prisoner. They want him to suffer. Despite his terrible crimes, to treat a fellow mortal soul like that.
Deixe...
Perhaps I'll be able to convince them. I promised I'd bring them help, and I've kept my word. They must let me go to him.
I hope so, but in the short while I've been here, I've found the locals to be rather stubborn.
God be with you.
Mas... De todo jeito eu já dei meu jeito, né? Ele falou pra fazer o quê? Que eu me esqueci. Dê a cura para os doentes opcionais. Opcional eu já dei. Eu já dei pro prisioneiro mesmo ali, então. Vamos mandar para os doentes aqui.
Who are you? Don't you know this place is full of disease?
Rest easy. I'm here to bring you a cure. Drink this regularly. Everyone in the house. Got it?
A cure? Oh, good.
Beleza, uma já foi. Tem que ser por... Vamos lá ver meu brother, né? Os aldeões aí só dificultaram minha vida aí. E ajudei um, vamos ajudar o Matias. Mas o Matias parece estar meio mal. Tá dormindo de olho aberto aí, não parece ser coisa boa não.
No, my God. No, let me sleep.
Então tá bom.
What are you doing here? Can't you see I have a cross on the door?
Don't worry. I've brought a remedy from Sasau. Drink this regularly. You and everyone in the house.
A remedy? You have hands of gold. Pure gold, my boy. God bless you.
Falta quem? Eu não sei. Já fui nessa aqui? Eu acho que já, hein? Não. Bora, palha. Aí também... Também não quer ajuda também, aí também fica difícil.
Lord, please end this. Please.
Ah, tá. Porra, meu irmão. Já tô vendo aí tudo. Eu vou esquecer um desses malditos, desses aldeão. Aí vou falhar na quest.
Brother, is that you?
We have to hitch up the sled.
Yes, the sled. Just you drink this and you'll be fine.
Is this holy water, brother?
It is.
Pra você é.
Drink some and give it to the others in the house too. Brother Nicodemus will come to check on you.
Será que foi todo mundo? Esse é o mundo aberto de Kingdom Come. Ele te deixa aí pra te vira.
We found out what could be the cause of the affliction.
And?
You should check where your water's coming from. Nicodemus and I think that it comes down to poisoning.
It'd be hard to poison the spring, but what about the well? Good lord, that's difficult to believe.
I have my suspicions.
The bastards weren't satisfied with killing young Straw. The fucking bastards! Farewell.
What am I doing talking to a pauper like you? Good luck then.
Sai da minha frente, meu irmão. Vamos ver o que tá acontecendo aqui com... Ih, rapaz, tá quieto demais. Eu acho que eu deu... deu sinal de vida ali. Ufa. Já foi todo mundo ou não foi?
Mama. Sweet Mary, Mother of God, I can't bear the pain.
Tá bom.
No, let me...
Eu acho que eu já dei o remédio aí a quem tem que dar, né? Faltou?
No, let me sleep.
Tá bom.
Good luck to you.
Calma aí, deixa eu ver. Falar com o meliante. Verifica o bandido. Agora do nada. Agora tem que correr. Se o vagabundo melhorou, ele não vai esperar não. E agora eu tô perdido. Não sei onde é que eu tô. Ai, meu Deus. Eu deixei uma porta aberta ali para facilitar.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Who are you?
My name is Henry, and I'm investigating on behalf of Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Oh, I see. You'll have an easy job with me, boy.
How so?
I won't give you any problems.
That's sensible of you.
I'm a sensible man. Only I'd like to get it over quick and not keep the Rattay executioner busy too long, if you catch my drift.
I understand.
Boa, boa.
What do you want to know?
Everything. First, tell me who's behind all this. Who do you follow?
I follow the coin, lad. We all do.
That's not news to me, but who pays the coin?
I got my pay from Runt, like all the men in Pribyslavitz. And Runt got his money from the chief. And the chief had the coin minted.
Deixa eu ver.
Who's the chief? The bandit leader?
Bandit? If he heard you say that, he'd have your head on a spike. That's the kind of man he is. Nobody knows much about him, though. Only that he ain't Czech.
So he's a foreigner? German?
Don't think so. For sure he ain't Czech. And he's got plenty of coin. I'd stake my neck on it. He's got noble blood in his veins.
Judging by how he looks?
More by the way he talks. Any man can dress up like nobility, but he spoke all la-di-da, like a lord.
Where's that chief of yours now?
I've no idea. After Pribyslavitz, he ordered us to raid Merhoyet, but he wasn't with us. He went off who knows where. I don't reckon he'll be out of your hair for long, though.
O negócio é mais em cima aí, né? Geralmente é mais embaixo, mas agora o negócio é mais em cima.
So the chief is in command of all these operations?
You could say. I'd say you're looking at it all wrong, though.
How's that?
You ask who's in charge and who answers to who. Only this ain't some noble court. There was all sorts of gangs in Pribyslavitz, big and small. Robber barons who had their own brigades calling them my lord, and common footpads who hadn't a pot to piss in. Men came, men went. Lots of squabbles, the occasional murder. Old cronies and old rivals were meeting. Know what I mean?
I suppose so.
It was one big muddle. The main thing was nobody asked questions. I didn't give a damn who the chief was or what he had in mind, or whether he had one ball or two. All I was interested in was the coin.
Uh-huh.
Ele tem ponto.
How did you know about Pribyslavitz? Who took you there?
A fellow by the name of Moorcock. We met near Kuttenberg. I was robbing burghers who were fleeing the town from Sigismund's army. We got to talking and he told me about Pribyslavitz.
Pribyslavitz. Ótimo nome.
Why did you attack Merhoyet?
The chief himself gave us the order. I reckon he wanted to show the local lords he was nowhere near finished.
So he's planning more raids?
The chief's always planning something. Pribyslavitz was only the start.
É, tem que tentar parar.
So you knew the coin was counterfeit?
Course I did. I brought those groschen to Pribyslavitz, along with a few other things.
Did you? And where did the forgeries come from?
Like, where were they made? I don't know. Some merchant by the name of Menhart gave them to me. We used to meet at the charcoal piles near Rovna, by the crossroads there. As it happens, I'm supposed to be meeting him there about now.
So Menhart's waiting there?
Might be, might not. He could have heard what happened in Pribyslavitz and decided not to show.
Ih, rapaz, e agora?
Who else knows about the money?
Apart from the chief, Menhart, Runt and me, there was a few others.
O Hunt não
The men
matei.
got some real money too, with the false stuff.
What are it?
It'd be suspicious if they only had freshly minted coin.
You said you used to bring other things. What were they?
Letters. Menhart would give them to me for the chief. This time I was taking an answer back to Menhart too.
Have you still got that letter?
Aye. The yokels round here ain't got much interest in correspondence, apparently.
Give it to me then.
I'd be delighted.
And does this Menhart know where the coin comes from?
How should I know? To me, he's just another link in the chain. I deal with him, and I never ask who he deals with. Just like he knows nothing about me.
I see. So I suppose there's no point asking you if you know any more about him.
It'd be a waste of breath. All he did was give me the coin, and then we went our separate ways.
What were the letters about?
If I knew how to read, I wouldn't be trusted to carry letters, would I? I took them from Menhart to the chief and back. That's all.
That's all I need to know for now.
Eu acho que é.
For now, for the love of Christ, boy, don't let the executioner interrogate me. I've already told you everything I know.
Eu não sei, eu tô muito com os ladrão, rapaz, eu não sei. Rapaz, ele fez tudo aí, sacaneou geral. Apesar que ele contribuiu bastante com a investigação aí, né, tá ligado? Eu não sei. Temos um dilema aqui. Você não merece misericórdia, vou colocar uma palavra pra você. Dizem que todo mundo merece uma segunda chance, mas o cara era só movido a dinheiro. É complicado. O cara tem que agir sabendo as consequências dos seus atos, né?
I can't deny you've been cooperative. I'll do my best to see you get a quick end.
Henry! I think old Straw's come for the brigand.
Step back from that Eden, young fella!
But you can't kill me! Not just like that!
Shut the fuck up, you weasel, and keep it fucking shut! You don't even get a say!
Calm down, Straw. He won't escape justice. After all, he's...
Don't stand in my way, Melikar!
Let Henry decide. He's the one who saved his life.
Let's talk about it.
To hell with that! That Orson killed my boy! He won't leave Merhayed alive!
Aí eu perdi no argumento.
Listen to me, Straw. That isn't going to help anyone. You're a decent man, not a killer. Think of your wife.
And where's the justice in that? My boy cut down on his youth. Didn't even have a chance to marry. And that cutthroat swine left walking the earth.
Do you really want to defy your lords and masters?
If I have to. That son of a whore deserves to swing. If you don't have the balls for it, step aside and leave it to me.
I understand, Straw, truly. I lost my parents. They were slain in front of my eyes until the day I die.
Rapaz,
I'll never forgive myself for doing
na
nothing
minha
to save them.
situação, acho que eu
What of it?
matava até o
My
rei pra
parents are dead
vingar.
too. My father was kicked by a horse and took 2 weeks to die of it. But to outlive your own child, you don't know what you're talking about. That bastard is going nowhere.
Tá bom.
Know what? Go ahead and kill him. What the hell do I care?
Eu vou ficar defendendo o bandidão.
Knew you'd see sense.
Se fosse eu no lugar dele, eu fazia o mesmo.
That's it. Straw, you show
I'll
it.
hold him for you when you cut his throat.
Oh no.
I can't hear you very well. What are you trying to say? Boy, who you killed?
Don't kill him too far.
Right, his fingers. Right, all his
Ih, a coisa não vai ser bonita aqui não. Pelo menos eu já peguei todas as informações. Agora eu vou falar com... De novo, eu preciso dormir aqui. O personagem já vai desmaiar aqui de sono. Aí não dá pra falar com ele. Coisa boa. Enfim, né? Acho que vamos ficando por aqui. Eu acho que eu... Vou... Acho que em outra cidade pra ele dormir. Ou durmo por aqui mesmo, não sei. Eu arrumo Olha só. Está já apagando de sono.
Oh, damn, I'm tired.
E é isso aí. Já 2 horas, quase 3 horas aí. Acho que é mais. Na verdade, eu tive que cortar um vídeo aí porque deu uma bugada. Acho que já tem umas 3 horas de vídeo aí. Eu vou ter que transformar isso em 1 hora ou dividir em 2, não sei ainda. Mas se você ficou até aqui, muito obrigado aí. Deixe seu like aí, comente, se inscreva no canal. Valeu aí, até a próxima.